Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pretty interesting hand. We can wild growth on 2, we'll be at 4. So the growth tender doesn't actually help us, I believe. Because that then puts us to 6, but we want to nourish anyway. So I think we wild growth, hope for like a piloted shredder, then nourish. Hope we get a good thing from him. Last game we'd actually got a head on board. And then he plays a Draconid Crusher, Mark of the Wilds it. After literally we just took the Game Hunters out of our deck because they were hardly ever relevant targets. Murphy's Law. Okay. What do we get from... Oh, we get the thing from Rag next turn.
Druid. The wild is mine.
I believe him. The wild is his to control. He does not play remotely fair.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
This deck has worked. We've beaten him, but the camera was not running, and we're paying for that. So he has some dragon in hand. I guess the dragon consort. Okay, at least he got a relatively crappy spell from us. Hopefully we get the thing that does 6 damage. It'll kill one of those at least.
Adventure. Looks like you need
Nope, we get the crappy one.
No. No. I will destroy you.
Swipe means if he finds a way not to kill this, which he will, we can actually kill both of those.
For Blackrock.
Do not Mark of the Wild it. Moonfire, that's perfectly fine. No, it's not. I wanted to kill both of those. Oh, I still do. Okay.
I am sending my minions
No, you're not.
to destroy you, Blackrock. Not in the
That is about as good a start as we can hope for. Next turn we probably Ancient of War, maybe Sunwalker, we'll see what he plays. 6 health things, so hard to deal with. 11 damage incoming, so he can kill them while both go to 1. This means he cannot kill it, at least. With what we see. He will, of course, draw a Starfall or something from us. I don't think he really has cards that will destroy this. Okay, that's not a spell. Pretty bad for us, but not the worst imaginable. Swipe. We don't have spell power, unfortunately. Guess we do this.
For the wilds.
Kill off the one that's harder to kill off. We still have 4 giants in this deck. That we don't care about too much. Guess we want to finish that off. Maybe it's Thoris on time. 5/5 body seems reasonable.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
And we can protect it with the swipe. So this dies whatever it hits. We're just swiping the other, right?
Justice shall prevail.
Yeah. I mean, it's only making 2 cards cheaper. In theory, we're ahead on board. And we can draw 3 cards for 4 mana. That looks good. Poison Seed. That's 4 mana to still have a minion out. I'll take it. Need to get minions out. I don't think we're gonna die this turn. Okay, we have a very weak, very tenuous grasp on the board. What's he gonna do? Bite the Shredder? Savage Roar, that's 7. 6, sorry. And no. Oh my god. No, okay. I think we want to get minions out. He played no minions. Maybe he thinks he has us close to death. He does have Flame Strike. I should be playing around that better. At least both of these have Death Rattle, but he does wipe out all 3 things. At least we still have 2 creatures, and hopefully he won't be able to put down a good... God damn it. We're trying, man. This seems clearly right. Unless he gets Innovate from us, he should not have a good way to deal with that. Not Innovate, Naturalize. I keep saying Innovate instead of Naturalize. I have no idea why. 3-2, that's fine.
I wield the power.
Don't... Okay, good. Innovate what? Yeah, I can kill that for free-ish and then Tree of Life. That seems pretty strong. Even Molten Giants if I draw one. Nope. I think this is a good Tree of Life. I think it's worth innovating anything out right now. We still have 3 more Giants in the deck that could give us an intimidating board. Good one. Soul of the Forest. We have used 1 swipe. A bit of a pain.
Truth is my shield.
Hopefully both of those have to march in. Now is a bad time to Sun Fury because we want to protect our Sea Giants. At least he didn't attack first. See what happens. Give us a frickin' Molten Giant finally. They both need to be at the bottom of our deck. Do they? Do we just Sea Giant taunt it up? I feel like that gives us the best control of the board. We'll still have another Sun Fury. I'm pretty sure we have not used both. We have 2 Molten Giants and a Faux Reaper I'm pretty sure we left in there. That could be pretty helpful. Finds a good answer. What else does he drop that we can kill at least? Okay.
I got this.
We've seen both Flame Strikes. Did I put in a Keeper of the Grove? You're gonna hit it into that? Still doesn't kill it. I think I'm fine with that. Alright, Molten Giants that we cannot play. Player draws a card? I think we got it.
The great outdoors.
Are we gonna mill ourselves? Oh, that is worth getting out. Any day of the week. Any day of any time. That could get us way ahead if he does not like Steel Naturalize or something absolutely ridiculous. Bite. Okay, finish that off. We can kill both of those for relatively cheap. We kill that one too. Can take it out so easily with that hero power. Anyway.
For the wild.
Trying to decide, do we, like, whether we do 5-10 or 10-5. 10-5 dies to like Starfall and Starfire. I think we gotta be cautious and do the 5/10. Every turn he's gonna get a card which might screw us over, like Poison Seeds. But obviously in theory we're pretty far ahead. Only cost 19, bargain price.
Running the program.
Keep the ones we really like safe. We still have so much health to get through. He's still at 58? Oh my god. Our only chance is to burn him dry. Okay. That one I'm fine with. You don't have a dragon in hand, do you? No. Do we draw the card and increase fatigue?
Ah, the great outdoors.
Maybe. Then we can get our Molten Giants out. Well, increases his fatigue too.
I'm almost out of cards. Where shall I strike? For the wild.
Still so much. Each of us have one card left. What else does he have? Dragon's Breath. That's a kind of strange choice, I'd say. Still gets a decent guy out.
Cards.
Oh, there's the Sun Fury. Taunt does almost nothing now.
For the wild.
Just gives us an extra guy. I guess we want to kill this in any way where we don't lose minions. Do we need to worry about overcommitting? Yeah, he could draw something that punishes us for it. You know, his health is still high, but we've brought it down from 60 to 30 in a couple of turns. We in theory will get him down pretty low pretty soon. Pretty much only a miracle can save him now. Well, you can draw naturalizers that accelerate our card draw. I guess that would be the worst imaginable. The naturalizers, it's not that they kill stuff as much as that, yeah, they cause more card draw. Oh, he was hiding one of those.
Trouble?
For the wild.
He's gonna trade into that and not take damage. I don't think he has any more minions or he would have played them, so I think we just kill it. He's taking fatigue as well, at least. He's actually, you know, his health is lower than us. Oh, he gets the Starfall. Limits how much damage we can do. I think we... Oh! Damn, he got a healing touch. That makes the race closer. We're how far ahead of him? I think only one. But we're getting to do damage at least.
Shields up.
For the wild.
And soon we'll be able to start playing our Molten. So, unless he starts getting naturalizers, that's always the threat. Dark Whispers. Kind of bad for us.
I got this.
I think we absolutely go face. Try to get him into lethal range. He's gonna take damage next turn. Starfall, what does that do? Can he kill this? Can he kill us? Did he get a Savage Roar? He didn't play it at least. You never, there's just so much weird shit that can go wrong the way this works. Soul of the Forest, that's pretty good. If we weren't about to kill him. Which we are. Closer than it should have been, given how far ahead we were.
I got this.
But we have, this time caught it on camera, taking down Lord Victor Nefarius in heroic mode with Druid.
I will be back.
He'll be back. Let's take a look at the deck list. the core of the deck is along the same lines as what I used against Chromagus. The idea is to just ramp your mana as quickly as you can so you can actually play decent things that can build a board and kind of finally, overtake him. It's gone through several rounds of tweaking, taking out cards that just don't do enough. Emperor Thaurissan is still arguably in that category, but pretty much every other card in here I think serves an important purpose. Innovate to accelerate your mana. Naturalize to help you get on board. Let's say you play an Ancient of War and he has like, you know, a Hungry Dragon out and a Dragon Consort. He's just going to kill it, still have a 5/1 out that you can't easily kill, except with your hero power and using up mana, etc. Like, whereas if you Ancient of War and just naturalize his biggest threat, you might suddenly be far ahead. And the problem is really that you get way behind on board, more so than down on card advantage. Because if you actually have a big board, you can dictate the trades and stay ahead, potentially, while you're playing more big stuff. The problem is when you play one big thing into like 3 of his creatures, and he can choose exactly how to trade and what spells to use that he's getting from you. So Naturalize might even be worth replacing Thaurissan with another one. Obviously, it's normally a terrible card. Did I not put in the golden one? I don't have golden ones. Usually it's a terrible card, but in games where pure tempo is more important than card advantage, it helps. Wild Growth to accelerate your mana. Sun Fury to taunt up your giants. I started off just with Moltons, but could not for the life of me seem to draw both Moltons ever at the same time to taunt up, which is the kind of swing you need. So I put in the Sea Giants as well, because they also get cheaper pretty reliably, given that the board tends to grow pretty big. Grove Tender can also accelerate your mana. He's already at 10, so he gets no benefit from it. Swipes. It ends up not proving that useful. Just so most of the stuff he plays is pretty durable. It's like 3 health, 4 health, 5 health, 6 health. A board full of that stuff, Swipe kind of ends up just killing one thing. Unless he steals Dark Whispers, but that doesn't happen often. But you need some sort of AoE. Maybe not. Maybe I should just take it out. At the moment, it's like a tail swipe. It ends up kind of just being used for direct removal. And there's probably better stuff to use for that, like Starfall, because you also have more options as AoE or for hitting something for 5 damage instead of 4. I think I would probably replace both of those with Starfall now that I think about it. Piloted Shredders. The other question is whether to put in Doomsayers. I think the problem is even by turn 3 he usually has like easily 7 attack on hand. A Keeper of the Grove might be good too because of his Twilight Drakes. Piloted Shredder can usually trade up with something like a Blackwing Corruptor and still leave a body behind. It's sticky. Nourish to gain 2 mana crystals. Remember that you play it for 5 but then have 2 mana left over, so plan around that. You might be able to sneak in a valuable hero power or some other 2 mana thing like a Sun Fury on a Molten Giant, whatever. Anti-Kill Bots because you take so much damage early on. Druid of the Claw for taunt. Thaurissan to make everything cheaper so you can play a bunch of stuff and get ahead. Sunwalker is good taunt. He sometimes pulls Savagery, which seems to have a bug where it does not even pull off the Divine Shield. Like, yeah, if you're doing 30 damage to a creature with Divine Shield, you expect it not to die just for its Divine Shield to disappear, but even the Divine Shield is not disappearing. Ancient of War, another big taunt that, you know, hopefully it kills off a couple of his things and you still have a decent guy out and can get ahead. Foe Reaper, if you can get this trade doing like 3-for-1 trades, you can suddenly get way ahead. We got a little bit of value out of it, but then he never played more than 1 creature at a time. I don't think it's because the AI was smart, just because he never had more than 1 creature to play at a time, which was a pity, because otherwise we would have got way more value from it. Tree of Life to save you. You'll always be close to Death's Door because of how much damage you take at the beginning. This kind of, once you manage to stabilize the board, gets you out of Death's Door range and lets you just win the game kind of like a normal person. And then your Giants to get some decent threats out for cheap. If you can do a double Molten Giant Sun Fury turn, you can potentially destroy his board and start taking over. The problem is that you need to draw those cards together, which we were never able to do in our games trying this out. But in theory, it should not be as impossible as that. Anyway, that's the deck. We've beaten him with it twice. This time we caught it on camera. On to the next challenge. See you later.